Hey y'all, it's Lindsay. We're gonna do a what I eat in a day video on a keto-friendly lifestyle, which is what I do. I have been following that lifestyle now for 8 years, which is crazy to me. I have never stuck to anything that is not family or homeschooling or church for that long. So that's amazing to me. 8 years down, and who knows how many more I have to go, but my intention is until I die. And I feel like with the Christmas break, we feel reinvigorated. There's energy. We feel revitalized. And I wanted to go on a little tangent here for just a split second. And maybe I'm way off base, but the whole new year, new me thing feels kind of like tired for me. I feel reinvigorated because I had a break, because I had a Christmas break. I got to not do the things that I regularly do in my everyday routines and rhythms. So I feel revitalized, but not because of the calendar. And whenever I see the new year, new me concept, I know that that really works for a lot of people out there. It doesn't work for me. It makes me think like, it makes me feel like I'm my money tree back here. It says new day of the calendar turned over, but also I still have all of these sad little leaves that are going to die and fall off because I didn't take care of it properly before. So it's one of those things, like, just because the new year started doesn't mean that the old self is gone. Like, you're still dealing with the choices you made before the new year switched over. So I told my girls this morning when we started up lesson work, I was like, I know it's not the funnest thing in the world to have to get back in the saddle and keep on course, but also, like, it's a crisp day, it's a fresh day, it's a brand new day, and we get to choose how we approach that. It doesn't matter that we had 2 weeks off for Christmas. What matters is that today we have the opportunity to take hold of the moments that we can and do what we need to do. So enough attempt at trying to be a positive, motivational kind of a person. I do that to kind of hype me up more than anybody else. True story. Here is my completed breakfast plate. I have 2 slices of the Wright's thick cut bacon, and then I just cooked up my eggs in that bacon grease. Delicious. All the little brown specks are just pure flavor. On my eggs, I went ahead and added a little bit of fresh parsley. I've been on a parsley kick here lately, and I just seasoned with some real salt, some pepper, and obviously the fat from the bacon. And then I have 2 of these little egg white Hawaiian rolls. Amy over at Carnivore's Angel, she stopped making videos, but I followed her recipe for that, and I'm finishing up my second cup of coffee. If you haven't done so already, I would love to have you subscribe and hang around a while. Check out my other videos, see what I'm all about around here, and hang out with me for a little bit. For my returning viewers, I'm so glad you're still here. I appreciate your time so very much. And I now get to go iron laundry because it is the new year, but also daily tasks. They're still a thing. Like new year, new me doesn't mean new year, no iron. So that's what I'm gonna go do. I'll see you in a bit. Lunch is ready. Here is my little cauli rice, ham, cheese bake. In here, there are only about 15 grams of protein total, and that's not enough. I decided I was gonna make some KetoChow core here. I made the version with stevia. This packet, I believe, has 28 grams of protein. If my camera wants to focus, it doesn't want to focus. So 30, or between these two, I'm at a little over 40 grams of protein for this meal. That sounds great to me. I made my KetoChow core with some warm almond milk and a tablespoon of butter. So here is my lunch. I'm not really gonna have any kind of afternoon snack. I am, however, going to have a delicious dinner. I have some pork tenderloin in my refrigerator that is marinating right now. I'm gonna cook that up in my air fryer tonight, actually, and I really hope it turns out well. I've not yet done a full pork tenderloin in the air fryer, so it's an adventure. As of late, I have not been having an afternoon snack. Sometimes I'll drink like a cup of decaf coffee or have some electrolytes if I'm feeling kind of like peaked, but I haven't been doing an actual snack, and I instead have been waiting until after dinner, after my husband and I get our girls off to bed, and then we go sit down and have some shows and just like start to wind down for the night. That's when I've been having like a little bit of a treat, and it has been typically a hot chocolate using some electrolyte powders, whether that's the Element using like any of their 5 chocolatey flavors, or the new Salty and their 2 chocolatey flavors. The Coco Loco one I think might be my favorite of those because it tastes like a milk hot chocolate. It's delightful. So we'll have some of that, and sometimes we'll have a little bit of actual food, whether it is, you know, my husband choosing to have a little bit of perfect keto cereal, or over the Christmas break, I took some inspiration from Keto Focus and I made the Christmas trees, the Little Debbie's Christmas trees, but ketoified. I went off recipe, as is my norm, but you know, I can't be expected to follow all of the directions all the time. That's too much. My husband and I typically will share one of those Christmas trees and have our little electrolyte hot chocolate and call it a night. That is highly likely what we're gonna do tonight. And it's just a fun way to sort of like cap off the end of the night. And we don't do that every night. We do not do that every single night, but it's kind of one of those little treats that we enjoy, and it's those simple things in life of just having a little evening treat that is not going overboard and having an entire meal. I don't know. It's part of that whole like simplicity thing that I'm trying to shoot for this year. As a tangent, snacking is not ideal, and having a dessert a couple of hours after you have dinner is not ideal for your body's chemistry, especially if you are metabolically not in a good place. But also having that fellowship, having those social interactions and those relational type things is valuable. So it's a balancing act. And, you know, like I said, we don't do it every single night, but when we do, that is what we are doing right now. And here is dinner. I've got that pork tenderloin that I cooked up in the air fryer, and I decided to toss in some radishes and Brussels sprouts, roasted those in the oven. And then I added on a couple more of Amy from Carnivore's Angels Hawaiian sweet rolls that are over on her channel. And here we are with the Coco Loco from Salty. I'm going to turn this into hot chocolate like I was talking about earlier. It is delicious, and I do have a discount code, which is Lindsey Murphy, if you go to KetoChow's website to order your Salty. That does save you 10%. If you go directly to the Salty website, you can also snag your Salty there. I do not have any kind of a discount code for that website yet. Salty is a little bit unique, not because of their formulation, which is unique to them, but also because they do not bind their flavors to maltodextrin, which can be a very big deal to plenty of people out there. Here is my Christmas tree that I'm going to split with my husband, and I've got my Coco Loco here. My husband has his own, and we're going to go snuggle up and just relax for the rest of the night. I'll see you in my next one.